Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We have Calais Campbell available for you. With that being said, we'll get it started here with Jamison Hensley.
How you doing, Calais? I don't know if you've kind of seen around the analysts have the Ravens' playoff chances at between 2 and 3% right now, and other things have to happen. What do you think about as far as your playoff hopes? And will you be doing a little bit of scoreboard watching during the game?
Yeah, it's only natural. We're human, and as much as you say, just do your part, don't worry about anything else. Of course, I'm gonna be looking up at the scoreboard. It's football. Obviously, I'm gonna play my heart out, leave it on the field. Even if we had no chance, I was gonna do that because I love the game. But the fact that we have a chance just gives me a little bit of hope, and we're gonna hang on to it. It's going to be scary. It's going to be interesting. I think we obviously will prefer to be in control of our own destiny or already have it locked up. We envy the teams that already do. But in this football world, you know that there's always a chance. And I've seen crazier things happen. I know percentage-wise, all that stuff don't mean anything. It really comes down to a couple ball games. And, I definitely made a couple texts to my guys down in Jacksonville. Hopefully they come through for us.
DT Calais.
Hey, Calais, you have played Ben Roethlisberger many a time, and this is it for him, unless they make the playoffs. What about him stands out? What has made him such a worthy competitor?
Yeah, I think it's that. He's just a competitor. When the game's on the line, I think that's when he's at his best. I've played against him quite a few times. And, I feel like, he's had a lot of up and down moments. We had some games where, we picked him off, I think, 4 times. And there's games where, he lit us up, but I feel like no matter what happened in the game, when the game was on the line, he was at his best. And, my first time going against him was the Super Bowl. We lost and he won. That still breaks my heart every time I think about it. But he's just, you got to give him his respect. He's a legend in the game. And, I've always appreciated playing against true competitors, guys I respect and admire. And, on the football field, he's one of the greatest to ever do it. And it's always good going against another person that I feel like is a legend in the game.
Garrett Downing.
Hey, Calais, you've talked a couple times this year about how you don't know how much longer you plan to play. When you go into this game, how do you approach it, knowing that I guess there's probably some uncertainty in that regard?
I guess you got to kind of appreciate the possibility of the finality of it. But it's just so much unknown. You just got to take it what it is at the moment, and whatever it may be, I think I got to go out there and just, lay it on the line, leave it all out there, and, just see how it goes. But, I feel pretty good right now. So there's who knows? I might be willing to do it again. You just got to see how it goes, But at the end of the day, I love the game of football, and I'll never cheat the game. I'm going to go out there and give it my all. No matter what the circumstances are. But, in this particular moment, in this rivalry that I've always had so much respect for, I'm looking forward to going out there and competing. And, as a Raven, I've never beat the Steelers, and that's a big deal to me. So, if anything else, I'm going to go out there and try to make sure as a Raven I can beat the Steelers.
Jonas Schaefer.
Hey, Calais, I saw you tell Peter King, before that Rams game that this season with COVID and everything, you've even taken mask wearing to a pretty strong degree. As you mull all the pros and cons of coming back, I guess, is there as much consideration for the non-physical, non-wear and tear side of things as there is for all the other stuff? COVID has definitely made football a lot harder. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I haven't really, I don't think that's going to be a big factor in my decision, though. I think a lot of it's going to be just the physical, the way I feel,
and just the mental grind of all the stuff I need to do to be able to feel good and play football. But that does play a role into the mental grind, and just the mental toughness that goes into it. So, but it's also, there's a lot of factors that are out of my control too. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna have somebody that wants me to play football next year. This business, they're always looking to get younger and cheaper. And so, I don't even know if I'm gonna be sought after. So, at the end of the day, you just kind of take it for what it is. And once the circumstances change, once things start kind of coming to fruition, I'll evaluate the situation and then we'll go from there.
Ryan Mink.
Kind of following up on that, Calais, are the Ravens the only team you would want to play for next season, or would you consider going somewhere else if somebody wanted to have you for 1 year?
I've put zero thought into that at all. So, I can't even answer that honestly. But I do know that I love being a Raven. This has been a great journey these last 2 years. This place is definitely special. And, I got a lot of guys in this locker room who, I respect. I want them in my foxhole any day of the week. And to me, that's definitely something that is important, And I know there's some guys in here who believe that if circumstances were a little different and we had all of our guys together, that would be a tough team to beat. And I think that being a part of something like that would be fun. So, but it's just I have no idea.
David Andrade.
Hey, Calais. You just said that it's been a tough year with COVID and everything. So I guess the Ravens went through a lot with the injuries and everything has been going on with the team. What is your big picture on the whole team, like fighting and having all these close games, very close scores? When probably it's going to be the last game this Sunday, but what is the big picture on the new players that's been jumping and the next man up, as the coach always say?
Yeah, I'm not going to let you say it's probably going to be the last game because we just don't know yet. There's a lot of possibilities. But just given the circumstances of the season, it's been a very unique year. In all my years, I feel like this is the most beat up I've ever been a part of a team, especially the type of guys who are going down. But you can't make any excuses. And then you had the COVID stuff and all that. That's just football. Everybody's going through it. Everybody has the same, chance to go through, all the same circumstances. So, it's just the way it was meant for us, I always say football guys, which is kind of interesting because I'm a very spiritual person and I only believe there's one God, but I don't think that God really cares about, who wins and loses the Super Bowl as much as, just that we can use our platform to affect change and do, just make the world a better place. But I do believe that there's football fortune, and so I call that football guides. And, this year we didn't have a lot of football fortune. Things didn't bounce our way. Early on we had some, but things, this was one of those years where, we had a lot less football fortune than other teams. But that's part of the game, it's going to be that way. But I was proud of the guys that had that got opportunities to step up and what they were able to accomplish and just the experience some of these young guys got that I think it's going to make this team really good going forward. A lot of young guys got some quality reps, and you saw that they can play football at a high level. And, when the team gets, fully healthy again, the depth and the experience is going to play a big role in future success here. So, you said the word fight, and I think that's kind of the epitome of what a Raven is, it's maximum effort. You can have all the talent in the world, you can, just be gifted in so many different ways. But one thing for sure, if you're a Raven, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna give maximum effort. Play with your heart, and you're gonna play, to win the game no matter what the circumstances are. You're gonna fight till there's zeros on the clock. And it was definitely fun to be a part of that, even though we lost 5 straight. There were some games there, with the exception of the Cincinnati game where, all of them came down to the last play, And so, I definitely have a lot of respect for the guys in the locker room because, no matter what the circumstances were, nobody's going to complain. Nobody's going to make an excuse. We should line up and play football, whoever is available to go, and we're going to give it our best shot.
A couple more here for Calais. Childs Walker.
Yeah, Calais, following up on that last answer, I mean, have you ever been through a season like this where your team did so much to put itself in a good position, and then so much happened to make it difficult to finish that off? I mean, in a sense, is it one of the most difficult years you've dealt with, in that way?
Yeah. I don't know how many times. I mean, I guess, I've seen it, I guess, as a fan and just like following other teams, but it's just so rare. It's just where you put yourself in position and then you literally just you go through so much, hardships and different things that, it's hard to win a ball game. And, you do everything you can. I mean, we're preparing the same way, those first games, where we put ourselves in position and we were, number one seed, best record in football, to then now being where we're at now, we need a lot of help to get in. It's definitely a very unique year, and you don't see it that often. This is one of those that, it's definitely painful, frustrating, but, I mean, if guys are not frustrated, I'd be upset because, this is something that we care about. This is our livelihood. There's a lot of passion, a lot of time and energy spent to being great at this. And so, I mean, it's definitely been a frustrating year for the most part, but, at the same time, there's hope, and we're definitely embracing the hope, and we're relishing the moment of being able to play this kids game that we love so much. But you don't see this too often, and it definitely is painful.
Hey, Calais, we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much.
Take it easy.